Hello and welcome. This is Lowlands. I'm going to be starting a Skyrim modded playthrough. Let's play for survival. Um, we are going to make sure that the difficulty is on at least adept or better. So I'm going to go ahead and pop in a new game. One of the mods I'm using is Live Another Life, alternate start. So it's not going to be the traditional startup. For right now, we're just going to focus on character creation, kind of get a grasp of what we're going to do. I do have an additional race installed, but I'm not going to be using it. So we're going to go ahead and look through our races here. We got Argonians. Argonians are great frontline fighters when you need to heal in a fix. They also have high resistance to disease and ability to breathe underwater. The disease resistance will be great if I plan to avoid becoming a vampire, or if I get any of those nasty fun diseases that like to throw you off. Bretons are great mages. They have a built-in boost to magic resistance, and they have a power that lets them absorb spells for a set duration. Dark Elves are pretty sound as far as some of their abilities go. They do get a built-in power for a flame cloak spell, more or less, but they can only use it once per day, but it's a very powerful one. They also have a high resistance to fire damage. High Elves are also pretty decent mages. They have a built-in super regeneration for their magic. So their magic regenerates really quickly when you use their power highborn once per day. I believe they start higher in most of the spell categories. Imperials are pretty well rounded. They make great warriors. They can do pretty much anything. They do get a built-in calm, which can be helpful. But mostly it's if you're short on cash, these guys can find it for you. Khajiits are naturally stealthy. They also make the best brawlers in the game. Anybody you have, if you get a Khajiit and you want to brawl, your best bet is to go to Riften and get the Gloves of the Pugilist from an NPC that spawns there. We're going to skip over the Night Elves because that's not vanilla. Nords are, of course, native to Skyrim. They are natural warriors. They start with a little higher in all of their warrior tree stuff. They can also fear everything in an area around them, which is pretty nifty, I think, but I don't really use it very often if I play a Nord. Orcs, heavy armor. I believe their smithing and their heavy armor skills all start a little higher. They also have a Berserker Rage, which increases their damage, but also increases the damage that they take. Redguards start with a boost to, I believe, all weapon types. And they get Adrenaline Rush in combat, which I believe replenishes their stamina very quickly. Wood Elves are natural archers. They start higher with the bow. And they make very good assassins with that bow. I've done some pretty nifty stuff as a bosmer. They also can command animals, I believe up to a certain level, to fight for them for a brief bit, which is very nice. And of course, the built-in poison and disease resistance. I am going to probably play a Nord, because I'm thinking I'm going to do a two-handed heavy armor build, which was my first build when I started to play Skyrim for the very first time, when I first played the game. So we'll spend some time. We'll make our character look nice. Definitely get rid of some of that. Wow, she is very pale. So let's see if we can't maybe touch that up some. I guess not. Although I kind of like the way that eye color is kind of working for us there. I'm not going to do anything with the brow. Let's go ahead and change the lip color. Maybe that'll help at least pop the face out some more without... Alright, so why you're seeing some of the very brightly colored lip colors is because I'm running the beauty pack that does that for me. I'm just going to leave the hair as is, because that's kind of... wow. Alright, so we need to name our character. Let's go with... she seems like a Helga, right? We're going to go with Helga. Alright, so we're gonna take a moment, let all the quests pop in, and then we'll go over to the statue of Mara and deal with that. So none of the other starting quests will proc until after I use the statue. So the quest that it gives us is Second Chance. I have no idea how long I've been here, weeks, months. All I know is that the guards fled before the flood and left us all here to die like rats. I fear I'm the only survivor and there's no way to get this cell door open from in here. I've heard strange moans coming from upstairs, almost as though what remains of this place is now haunted. It may not matter. I'm out of food and it won't be long before I starve. Wait, where did the statue of Mara come from? Alright, so... and for the veterans who play Skyrim, this is actually a location in game. I'll go ahead and open up the world map. You don't have it discovered, but right here is a flooded prison, I believe, is the name of the location. And this, of course, is Whiterun right here. So if you just follow the river east, you're gonna run right smack dab past this complex. So if we try to open the door, it just tells us that nobody responds to us pounding on the door. Alright, so activate the statue of Mara. It allows us to choose
where your new life shall begin.
What we want to do, and we have a lot of different things to choose from. The last option here is usually race specific for the vanilla races. For example, for us here, we are Eric the Slayer's childhood friend. That's another Nord that you can come across. I don't remember if he's a companion or not, that you can pick up later. So, I usually like to do the surprise me. That's kind of one of those that I like to do and see what we get. I've had some very good starts, but I've had some very poor ones too. So, first we have, I arrived on board a ship, and it'll give you a selection of which ship you want to start on. And it'll probably be any of the major ships that start out in the world. Property in one of the holds, it lets you pick any of the properties that are available in-game that were from Vanilla or Hearthfire. If you choose one of the Hearthfire ones, it will come with all the upgrades in it already, some pre-built ones. I think they're randomized, don't quote me on that. I am a new member of a guild is our third option, and it'll let you choose which guild you want to start in. So if you want to be part of the companions starting out, or a member of the Mages College starting out. I believe it also lets you even start with Dark Brotherhood, Thieves Guild, Dawn Guard, I think, or even, I think, the Vampire. A patron at a local inn, I believe it gives you a list of inns that you can choose. I believe it's one of the major inns in any of the cities, and I think it does the... if it doesn't do those, it will automatically deter you to Riverwoods Inn. I'm a soldier in the army is our next one. That is pretty much just like it sounds. It's you choose one of the two warring factions, either the Stormcloaks or the Imperials, and you join the army. It does give you the option to do the vanilla start. Most of the times I will not choose this. I've done the vanilla start enough times that I know most of everything that goes on by heart, and I don't even have to wait for dialogue. I want to escape this cell as our next option, and this literally will just spawn a couple of... I believe it just spawns a couple of lockpicks in the room, and we can actually pick our way out of the door and just leave from here. I am an outlaw in the wilds. It sticks you out into the world. I believe one of the bandit camps. I don't remember if you get to choose one or if it does one at random. I am a Vigilant of Stendar is the next one, and this actually will put you where the Vigilants are normally at, their major area that gets attacked later on. And you are a Vigilant of Stendar. It gives you everything a Vigilant of Stendar has. I am camping in the woods is our next option. This will stick you outside, slightly down the way from the cave that you exit when you do Hearthglen, or Helgen, excuse me. I don't know why I'm thinking Hearthglen. It's the second time I've done it. It will stick you in a camp just outside of Helgen, the cave that you exit, and you can start the main quest pretty quickly from there. I was shipwrecked off the coast. Now, I don't remember if this actually lets you choose the shipwreck you start in, or if it'll randomly select one of the shipwrecks throughout the world. I am a vampire in a secluded lair. I don't know if it's a randomized lair, but you will start as a vampire, already being afflicted as a vampire, and start you in a lair with some stuff to start with. Necromancer in a secret location. This one puts you in Blackreach, in the building where you pick up the quest for the Crimson Nirn root. There is a dwarven sphere right outside the door, and the quest does tell you that it's there, which I didn't realize the last time I tried it. And you actually have to leave from there. I am a Warlock's Thrall is our next option. It will allow you to start, I believe it starts you with a Warlock that's in there, and you're just kind of there. You come to your senses and you can leave. I was attacked and left for dead. This leaves you out in the world. And you have virtually nothing when you start, and you just kind of go from there. And then, of course, I explained Eric the Slayer's childhood friend. You will start with some basic gear, and you'll be able to go. And then, of course, there's Surprise Me. Surprise Me picks any one of the ones previous just at random. So alright, I'll leave it for you guys in the comments to tell me which one maybe I should do, or if I'm just going to go ahead and do my usual Surprise Me and see what I get. So thank you, and then until next time, I'll see you later.